Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today for this Nexford Virtual Tour. I'm super happy to see that we've got attendees that have joined as soon as the webinar started. So welcome Emmanuel, Evelyn, Farai, Wanisi, Peter, and Joe. Thank you so much for joining today. I'd love to learn more about you guys. Where in the world are you joining us from today, and which Nexford program do you wish to enroll in? Just please feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know more about yourselves. Have you started your application journey yet or your enrollment journey with Nexford? All right, guys. So let's move forward while I wait to hear more from everyone. Seeing hellos already from Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Farai. So Emmanuel's from Nigeria. We've got Farai from Namibia. Amazing. Joe from Lagos, Nigeria. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name. We have Peter from Nigeria as well. Good day. Thanks for joining us. So let me introduce myself to everybody as well. My name is Mai, and I'm a senior Nexford application specialist. I have been with Nexford for more than 5 years now, and during that time, I've spoken with many aspiring learners, such as you guys, who have common questions about the Nexford learning experience. Common questions I get are, how is the Nexford learning experience different from other online universities? Am I going to feel alone during my online experience? Am I going to be able to connect with other Nexford learners from the global learner community? Do I receive help? If so, what kind of help do I receive during, my program? Can I connect with professors? Can I connect with learners? Can I connect with any kinds of support? What career opportunities do I have, and so on. So I'm here to answer any of those questions. If you have similar questions, if you have other questions, there's a Q&A section or a Q&A box. I recommend and encourage everybody to jump to the Q&A section and drop your questions there, because at the end of this webinar today, I will be taking those questions live. So just an overview of the, of the webinar today. We'll try as much as we can to go through all of these areas as fast as possible. I would love to have a bigger portion for the Q&A to answer most of your questions. But first, we'll start just by telling you more about Nexford University and our programs. I love it when attendees have already done their research and they've looked through our programs and they know exactly what they want to apply for and when they want to start. But I know sometimes some of you might feel a little lost in the website. There's a lot of information there. While we have all of the information you need available on our website, I'm happy to summarize it for you today, tell you more about our programs, tell you more about why people choose Nexford. And this is something I personally am very passionate about. I work with the inbound team at Nexford as well. So I'm a Nexford application specialist, and I speak with many aspiring learners such as yourselves. I've spoken to many in the last 5 years, and during that time, I hear so many different stories. I hear similar stories as to why people want to change their lives. They want to change their career. They feel like, they're good at their jobs, but they can push even a little better. You have maybe soft skills or technical skills or business skills you realize you do not have and you wish to brush up on. You want to know, you want to have the framework so you can do your job better and hopefully move up in your career. I've heard so many success stories of people that have opted for an MBA, for example, at Nexford, and even while they're studying with us at Nexford, because of the practical skills that they're learning while they're studying with Nexford University, they get to apply the projects, the projects that they're taking within their MBA directly to their job, where the skills and the competencies are very hands-on, and they're things that they can apply not only to their current career, but their future career and even their personal lives. You learn skills that you can apply in any section, and I'm super excited to, hopefully be a little bridge for you guys also to start your application journey and start seeing how that can completely change your lives as well. So first of all, let me just talk more about Nexford in general. So Nexford University is designed for a global audience such as yourselves looking to build in-demand skills. While earning recognized and accredited credentials, we have reimagined what a modern university looks like, torn down the walls of the traditional campus, and we designed a modern learning experience that, by being 100% online, and by leveraging technology, we deliver a world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. Our programs are future-focused and they're skills and competency-based, like I mentioned, that enables you to build practical skills you will use to get ahead in your career. So why do a lot of learners choose Nexford University? We have learners now from more than 110 countries around the world. So Nexford was created as an online university from the very start. From the very beginning, we didn't start as a traditional university and then we moved online. We built everything with the global learner in mind, and we designed our programs specifically for the online space. Our programs are relevant, and flexible. We want the skills that the learners gain to always stay relevant. So we regularly update and we adjust our courses to meet industry needs. So flexibility is also key, which is why some learners can finish a course in 1 month, others can take 2 months. It's really up to you and your own ability, as long as you meet the deadlines for assignment submissions and final projects and so on. But we do practice a flexible pace structure at Nexford, which means that you're not constrained to having to finish your program in a specific time. There's an average duration for every Nexford program, but you can definitely finish it much faster, and we'll talk about that a little later on. So of course, we're also accredited. To confer degrees in the United States, a university must first be licensed, and Nexford is licensed in Washington, D.C. by HELC. We're also accredited by the DEAC, which means we've gone through a rigorous process to meet high standards for quality education. We'll talk more about our accreditation in the next slide. Finally, connected, and I know this is important for those who haven't tried online programs before. You want to know how connected you might feel with an online community, and we definitely believe that learning should be a community experience. And at Nexford, learners connect with each other and with our faculty members to create a supportive network. It's about building a global community where everyone can learn and grow together. So having said that, before I move forward and talk more about the different areas, our programs and accreditation and so on, I do want to share with everybody a welcome video from our founder and our CEO, Fadal Tarzi, where he tells everybody a bit more about Nexford University's mission and how we got started. All right, so I'll share my screen again here with everybody. Platform of this within the NXU Orientation course, and I'll tell you what that's about. There is this video, like I said, it is a welcome video from our founder and our CEO. So I'll just play this for a few seconds for everyone.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not our graduates' fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadal Al-Tarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University. Expect NXU to meet you where you are and to equip you with the skills you need to succeed in your career. And just because you're learning online doesn't mean you're alone. If you ever feel lonely or frustrated, use our interactive features, share widely on social media, book a chat with your success advisor, speak to a faculty member, connect with your peers, and please, talk to me. I'd like your real-time feedback so that we can continue, with the help of your insight, to improve Nexford experience for future generations. I'm proud of what we've achieved. I hope you share my pride in being part of something bigger than yourself, a next-generation American university that's affordable and accessible to all. As a valued member of our community, I encourage you to follow us on social media, wear our yellow and black university colors with pride, and lastly, do your best. I wish you every success.
Right, guys, that is just a welcome video, like I said, from our founder and our CEO. I definitely share the same sentiments, shared by Fadl Tarzi there. And I'm super excited for everybody in the call with us today to hopefully join our next intake. And we'll talk more about the application journey at Nexford so you know how to get started and move on to the next stage in case you haven't started yet. So moving on here with, the presentation that I have for everybody, I'll just quickly talk about our accreditation because I know this is an important question for everyone most of the time. So like I mentioned, Nexford is accredited by the DEAC, which is short for the Distance Education Accrediting Commission. The DEAC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is also recognized by CHIA, which is the Council for Higher Education Accreditation. And like I mentioned, we're licensed by HELC, which is the Higher Education Licensure Commission in Washington, D.C. And it is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in Washington, D.C. Now, just an overview of all of Nexford's programs. We created our programs using what we call a workforce alignment model. This means our programs are designed to be forward-looking, ensuring that they include the skills employers are actively seeking. So to do this, we not only conduct in-depth research, but we also work with a global advisory board. Our advisory board, made up of industry experts, help us identify the most important skills for today's workforce. We meet with them several times a year to review new programs and suggest updates to existing ones. For example, when we recently revamped our BBA degree program, their insights played a big part in shaping those changes. Our goal has always been to help learners connect with the careers that they want, and that's why we offer a range of programs to suit different needs. Our master's degrees, currently we have 4 different master programs. Our flagship program is the MBA, but we've also introduced new programs like the Master of Science in Digital Transformation, Data Analytics, and Entrepreneurship. All of the above 3 programs, MBA, MSDT, and MSDA, have 12 courses, but the MSE, the MS in Entrepreneurship, is unique with 16 courses compared to 12 courses in the other master's programs. And then we have our bachelor's degree program. Our BBA offers specializations in areas like AI and business analytics, entrepreneurship, and digital marketing. So learners can focus on the fields that matter most to them. And then we also offer short certificates and individual courses for those that are not ready to commit to a full program. We offer short certificates with just 4 or 5 courses that can be completed in 4 to 6 months. You can even take individual courses if you want to focus on one specific topic at a time. And I want to mention that we offer stackable credentials at Nexford, which means you can start with a single course or a short certificate if you don't currently have the time or the finances to commit to a full degree program. You can start small and then build your way up to a degree, so long as you meet the admission requirements as well for the bachelor's degree or the master's degree programs, depending on what you enroll in. But what I mean by that is if you take any single course at Nexford or any short certificate, if that is already included in the curriculum of the degree program that you choose to study with Nexford in the future, you're not going to have to repeat those courses that you've taken already, and you can finish your degree program even faster. So when designing these courses, we've always had a strong foundation in business, but over time you'll see that we've integrated technology and we emphasize the importance of power skills like communication and teamwork, because having the knowledge is important, but knowing how to connect and to work with others is just as critical for success. Now let's try our best to have a quick overview also of the different programs mentioned. Let's start with our graduate degree programs. specifically our MBA. Everybody, please feel free to take a screenshot as well of the slide if you want this information on your end, but it's also available, all of it is available on our website, and you can always reach out to our team, to get this information as well. So the MBA at Nexford is a flexible and versatile degree with specializations like AI, cybersecurity, fintech and blockchain, and sustainability. It's designed to build both core knowledge and leadership skills for career advancement. It's highly project-based, so it's focusing on real-world applications like creating international market entry strategies that incorporate global, financial, economic, and sustainability factors. So who should take an MBA? People who might want to be an analyst, a VP, a managing director, a chief operations officer, or a CEO. Again, it's a very versatile degree. Next, we have our MSDT, our Master of Science in Digital Transformation. It's another flexible hands-on degree that's designed to prepare professionals to lead innovation and drive business value in today's tech-driven world. With a focus in AI, cybersecurity, innovation, and technology management, it equips learners with the skills to solve real-world problems and stay ahead in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. This program is highly project-based also, focusing on practical applications like developing AI-driven tools to improve healthcare efficiency and operations. It's all about learning by doing and applying technology to create real impact. So again, who should take the MSDT? It's ideal for aspiring CIOs, innovation managers, technology strategists, or anyone looking to build technology enablement in their organization. If you want to drive innovation and transform your organization, then this degree is for you. You'll notice at the top here, we've got these three white and red logos. It's for CompTIA. So CompTIA is the world's most trusted certifying body of IT professionals. They are the largest vendor-neutral credentialing program for technology workers. CompTIA has awarded more than 2.5 million certifications in areas such as cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, and technical support. The program curriculum includes integrated CompTIA certification preparation courses like Network Plus, Security Plus, and Project Plus, which become accessible after reaching the halfway point of your MSDT program without any extra charges. It's already included in your MSD tuition, and these courses can be accessed through our online learning platform Canvas and my NXU platforms, which I'll show you a little later on after these slides. Moving on to the MSDA, the Master of Science in Data Analytics. So we know that data is at the core of everything that we do, and this program is designed to equip learners with the essential skills needed to thrive in today's data-driven world. You'll gain expertise in machine learning, data visualization, modeling, and mining, while also covering important topics like law, ethics, and how to communicate effectively. Throughout the program, you'll work on projects like creating data visualization narratives that help guide strategic decision-making and transforming complex data into compelling reports and stories. Plus, you'll also have the opportunity to earn another CompTIA certification called Data Plus, adding even more value to your learning experience. Finally, we'll talk about the Master of Science in Entrepreneurship, which is a dynamic and forward-thinking program designed for both aspiring entrepreneurs and those looking to lead or scale established businesses. It covers essential skills like product design, marketing strategy, and scaling an organization, along with innovative seminar courses that focus on soft skills such as communication and leadership. Students will work on practical projects, including building a product roadmap that connects business strategy to commercial success. So this program is perfect for anyone looking to enhance their strategic insight, their leadership abilities, and overall effectiveness as a business leader. So those are our graduate programs, guys. Next, we're going to move on to the undergraduate degree. So our Bachelor of Business Administration or BBA degree program has been redesigned just recently to be even more flexible for learners. We know that many people out there have already taken some courses or gained skills, so we allow you to transfer up to 50% of your credits into the program. This way, you don't need to retake classes for skills you already have. And while bachelor's degrees typically take 4 years, at Nexford you can often finish in just 3 or about 28 months, and we're really excited about how these changes make earning a degree more accessible and practical. There are 6 specializations under the BBA degree program, but you can graduate with up to 4 different specializations because the BBA degree program has been redesigned to be super flexible in that you have more flexibility in choosing the courses that you want to take from the 40 courses available in the BBA, which allows you to combine, with a different combination of courses, you can graduate with not just one specializations, but 4 specializations at the same time. All right, next let's talk about the admissions process at Nexford as well as about our scholarship opportunities, which I know is a popular question. And let's move on to that. So we do offer partial scholarships for international students. Eligible international applicants can apply for a partial scholarship depending on the program that you're applying for, but of course you must still meet the admission requirements for your chosen Nexford program. And these scholarship opportunities only apply to the degree programs, such as the MBA and the 3 Master of Science degree programs, as well as the BBA degree program. Next, let's talk about our admission requirements let's go back. In case you haven't gone through this on our website yet, for our degrees and our certificates, applications for enrollment into these will be reviewed by our admissions team. And in most cases, we require submission of official transcripts sent from the learner's previous learning institution. For single courses, however, we've made the Nexford registration process easier for you for single courses. You can now enroll and start learning as early as March 1 without having to pay an application fee. This means you only need to enroll and pay the one-time tuition fee for the single courses of your interest. Regardless of what you apply for at Nexford, though, you must provide the following documents. So we need a government-issued identification. This can be your national ID. It can be your passport. It can be your birth certificate with a photo. It can be a voter's card, and so on. We, of course, need a passport quality photo. We need the official transcript from your previous school. And for English proficiency, some international learners may be asked to submit a proof of English proficiency. Now let's talk about the specific degree or education requirements for the different programs at Nexford. For our graduate degrees, specifically the MBA and the MSDA, we require that you have a bachelor's degree from an accredited university in business or a related field. If you do not have this, then you may need to take the Business Fundamentals course prior to degree enrollment into the MBA. And if you don't have that for the MSDA, you may need to take a statistics course as a prerequisite to the MSDA. For the MSDT, you need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university in IT, business, or a related field. If you don't have that, then you may be required to take a Foundations of Digital Transformation course prior to degree enrollment. For the MSE, all we require is just a bachelor's degree from an accredited university. As for the BBA degree program, we need anything that is equivalent to a senior high school certificate, a high school diploma, such as a GED, or an equivalent exam, or a HiSET or a TASC. So any valid copies of your official diploma and transcript in English. As for certificates and courses, for the graduate ones, we need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university. And for the undergraduate, same thing, we need what is equivalent to a high school certificate. All right. You'll see at the bottom here, sorry guys, it says confirm enrollment by January 29. I needed to update that. So that should have been February 26, 2025. That is the enrollment deadline if you wish to join our next intake, which starts on March 1. I will confirm this as well. I'll send everybody towards the end of the webinar, just more information on the chat. So you make sure that you have the proper dates needed if you want to join us as soon as possible. So application steps, first you need to review the admission requirements, and I did just do an overview for everybody right there. Once you've got your admission requirements and documents ready, you can start your application anytime at apply.nxu.nexford.edu. You can go to that link on our online application portal, start your application anytime. If you're not ready to complete it in one go, you can just save your progress, exit, and complete later if you like. But once you submit your application, You do need to pay a one-time $25 application fee for the submission and review of your application, and then hopefully our admissions team will get back to you within 1 to 2 days with a positive application decision. It might take longer, up to 1 week, only if your documents don't match the admission requirements, something is missing. Our admissions team might need to reach out to you for more information. Perhaps you have documents that are in another language that need translation. We do offer in-house translations already at Nexford, so we might take some time to translate it. Perhaps your names don't match in your documents. You have a different name on your ID and a different one in your high school certificate, so we might need an affidavit. Things like that, little finer details might delay your application, but otherwise you can even receive a same-day decision if your application is very clear. So once you do receive a positive application decision, hopefully, you move on to the enrollment stage, where you need to pay at least the first month of your chosen program tuition, sign the enrollment agreement, select a start date up to 3 months ahead, and then start your program. Honestly, it is very straightforward. We have a ton of support throughout the application journey so that you know exactly what you need to do to get started. Now here I want to talk about just some positive learner outcomes as to why we do what we do at Nexford University. And this is out of an alumni survey we did for our graduates from 2024. So our alumni outcomes show that 96% of our graduates are currently employed full-time across global companies. 80% received a promotion within just 18 months, and 54% got a salary increase within just a year, with some earning up to 75% more than they earned before studying with Nexford. We have 77% that have workplace alignment and that the degree skills match their career goals. 84% are currently in roles from managers to C-suite, and then we have 74% that are currently employed in innovation sectors such as ICT, finance, and operation sectors. Finally, overall, 98% of graduates from the 2024 alumni survey showed that they would recommend Nexford. All right, so that is just an overview, guys. I will be sharing also my screen to show the online platform so you can learn more about that. If anyone has questions so far, please drop them in the Q&A section or even the webinar chat, and I will get to them at the end of the webinar. All right, so my screen, guys. This is the learning management system that we use is called Canvas, and it is very user-friendly. It is a popular one being used by a lot of online programs around the world. So some of you might be familiar with it if you've done online learning before. Application called Canvas Student. Anybody can download this, whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone. It's great for studying on the go if you want to check your Nexford program and your courses and do assignments on the go. Perhaps you're commuting, perhaps you want to check it before you go to sleep. It's super, super convenient, but you still, of course, require a laptop or a computer to do your studying at Nexford, especially for some of the assignments. We do have proctored assessments at the start, middle, and end of your degree program. So back to the main dashboard here, these boxes represent courses that you're enrolled in or a resource you always have access to, such as the writing lab. So the NXU Orientation is your welcome package once you get enrolled at Nexford. Once you finish your application and your enrollment, you get your login information through which you log into the online platform, and then you'll be required to complete the NXU Orientation course before you start your official Nexford program. So you're not being graded for this NXU Orientation. It's a short course that can take you as little as 30 minutes to complete. This is the one I had open earlier when I was playing this video for everybody. If we go back to the modules area here, I'll do an overview. This only has 4 modules, whereas every Nexford course has 6 modules and a final project. So you need to allocate a minimum of 15, sometimes maybe 10 to 20 hours per week at your most convenient time, and just ensure that you're meeting your assignment and assessment deadlines. And assessments are usually done every week. If you meet that timeline, you should be on top of your courses and the deadlines, and you have 2 months to complete every single course at Nexford. But like I mentioned earlier, everybody can take 1 to 2 courses every 2 months. and finish 2 courses in even just 1 month. And in that way, that is how you fast track your program and finish your degree program faster. So back to the NXU orientation. From the beginning, we encourage learners to join learner WhatsApp groups. Like I said, we have learners from more than 110 countries around the world today. So you're going to find WhatsApp groups that are country-specific, program-specific, or intake-specific. And it's great to have a study buddy from the beginning of your program. You can eliminate that feeling of isolation, which can often cause like procrastination. You can learn new study skills perhaps from your peers, fill in any learning gaps, gain new perspectives, and just feel that, sort of global community experience from these WhatsApp groups. You also have the option with connecting with a peer mentor. Peer mentors are current Nexford learners that are dedicated to making you feel welcome and helping you get settled in the new learning environment. You can book a session with any available peer mentor through that link or reach out to our success team, and I'll tell you what our success team is comprised of in a few minutes. When you move forward, you get introduced to the Nexford community by introducing yourself officially in the discussion forum. So we have discussion forums. That's kind of like a board that is available in every Nexford course where people normally spark discussions on these vibrant course boards about course content and more. But for the NXU orientation, here you're just being given a prompt to tell everybody why you joined Nexford. Perhaps you can share a link to your LinkedIn profile. Some people like to do that. You can share your background, your goals, and so much more. Of course, I'm not an expert learner, so this is just a demo account. So you'll see that the topic is closed for comments here, but normally at the bottom is where you can see the posts from other learners, and you can, engage with their post, you can comment back, have a vibrant discussion, and so on. As you progress through the orientation, you start getting access to the Nexford University knowledge base, the resource center, get access to the policies. You'll know everything you need to know to succeed through Canvas, through the online platform, and throughout your learning experience. And finally, you get to know how to receive help throughout your program. So that is through the success team that I mentioned. So success advisors are posted all around the world to provide you nearly 24/7 access to them, whether you book a one-on-one call with them or you send them a message on WhatsApp. You can send them an email even. You can, the sessions are like 1-hour sessions that you can set up with them. And they're there to help you succeed. It's literally in their name. So that's why you'll find often that success advisors reach out to you before you even think of reaching out to them, because they track your progress. They can tell if it looks like you're falling behind or perhaps you need some help. So they do like regular check-ins to just make sure you've got everything that you need. They're there to help you with very, very specific advice about scheduling, goal setting. You can let them know what your current job is or what your life responsibilities are so that they can help you set up your schedule and give you the best advice on when to complete your studies and how long that might take you to help you succeed throughout your program and finish your degree program or whichever next program that you study within the time that you desire. Of course, we also have a tech team. If ever you have any technical difficulties, you'll get all of the contact information for any team that you need throughout your program. All right, so next I want to talk about the different learner benefits, such as the writing lab, which is something you always have access to while you're studying at Nexford. We know that not everybody is a natural-born writer, and for the types of assignments you may be required to do at Nexford, you may not be familiar with certain formatting. Perhaps you need help with your academic skills or academic writing, or research skills, and so on. And this is what the writing lab is there to help you with. All right, so here you'll find some papers as well as some videos, all to just elevate your writing and get access to the expert guidance. So you'll have tips on how to master the latest techniques for ethical AI use in research and content creation to just ensure that your assignments shine. You'll get tips here on paragraph structure, English grammar and mechanics, and so much more. All right, so that is just one of the many benefits already included in your Nexford tuition. And you'll see it right here in the left side navigation pane that follows you no matter where you go in the online platform for the NXU library. So the NXU library is a robust library of over 60 million resources that covers so many different topics. And you have access to this throughout your whole learning experience at Nexford. It's an extensive online library packed with thousands and thousands of databases, articles, publications, ebooks, and so much more. It's a great tool for you to utilize while you're studying at Nexford. That is already included in your Nexford tuition, as well as LinkedIn Learning. If you haven't heard of LinkedIn Learning, it is connected to LinkedIn, and normally you need a paid subscription to be able to access LinkedIn Learning courses. But as a Nexford graduate, you get free, access to more than 16,000 LinkedIn Learning courses and videos, and they don't have to be related to the Nexford program that you're currently studying. And that's the great thing about it is if you're interested in, if you're studying data analytics with Nexford, for example, but you have an additional interest in marketing, you can just search for marketing and study additional courses with LinkedIn Learning. And once you do complete a LinkedIn Learning course, you do receive a certificate of completion, which you can add to your CV or your resume. It's great to sharpen your skills, to boost your resume, and to accelerate your career growth. Finally, let's just talk about our overall career services at Nexford and how we help you develop those skills in your career. So I think we just covered that. We also have IBM Digital Nation Africa, or IBM DNA for short. It's for those that are more interested in programming or cybersecurity or AI. And then we have Forage. So Forage is already a free resource, and it's also, we partnered up with them for a similar reason like LinkedIn Learning, so that you can also get suggestions for Forage programs to take. So when I mentioned earlier about LinkedIn Learning, you'll also find there are LinkedIn Learning courses already embedded within your courses within your program, so that there are some courses you're going to have to take, which means you will be gaining additional certificates anyway along the way. As for Forage, it's where you can, get real career experience, but within job simulations. So you do job simulations, but at real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture. They vary in difficulty level, as you can see, even in the time that it takes you to complete these, kind of robust job simulations. So this is also included in your NXU program. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills and build your confidence, giving you a competitive edge in the job market. And this way you'll be ready to unlock your potential and hopefully achieve your goals. You receive a certificate of completion, of course, once you complete a Forage job simulation program as well, which you can add to your CV or your resume. That is just an overview, guys. The rest of the things are simple things that you will be learning how to do through the NXU orientation, such as checking your courses, which courses you're enrolled in. In the inbox, you can send and compose a message to any Nexford learner or professor. There's a live chat within the courses that you can access, one of the many ways you can communicate with anybody who's online. And then a calendar, of course, has items automatically added there depending on the courses that you're enrolled in. And you can play around, filter the view if you want to get organized and plot. You can add your own event item or your own to-do item. And then have your calendar synchronized with your PC or your laptop or your mobile phone. That way you never miss out on any important reminders. Yeah, guys, there's so much to unpack of the online platform. So I hope that was just a good, quick overview of everything and that you learned more about Nexford today than you knew before joining this session. So I will start taking questions now, guys. And I encourage everybody to start, dropping their questions should you have any additional questions. So I see a first question here from Emmanuel saying thanks and well done. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. I'm happy to hear that. Please, my interest is basically on AI and machine. How much, how long, what are the requirements? I mean, certificates expected to submit. Should I need to go for an affidavit for any of them? Sorry, my name is Emmanuel from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so I need some information here as I know you're from Lagos, Nigeria, but I'm not quite sure which kind of program you mean to opt for, Emmanuel. Are you looking for a degree program at the master's level? Are you looking for a short certificate, for example? So we do have different programs related to AI and machine learning. So I need more information because the admission requirements vary depending on what you're applying for. But generally, if you're applying for a graduate level program, whether it's a short certificate or a master's degree program, you need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university. And if you do not have, okay, he's saying master's will be okay. In AI, so would that be an MBA in artificial intelligence, for example? Let me share information about the MBA in AI within the webinar chat. Basically, for the MBA, this is for anybody applying for the MBA, we just need proof of a bachelor's degree or its equivalent and your statement of results. That's it. So it needs to be business related. And if it is not business related, or in the case of, let's say, if you're studying, Master of Science in data analytics, again, like I shared in the previous, in one of the slides, um, if you do not, as long as you have a bachelor's degree, you can apply. If it's not in the field that is required for the master's degree program that you're applying for, then we have prerequisite courses you can take to qualify you, like foundation courses that you're going to be required to take. It might take you 1 or 2 months. It depends, if it's, depends on the program. So we have 4 different master's programs, Emmanuel, as we shared today. So I need more information from you to be able to give you, more tailored advice. Is it an MBA? Is it an MSDA? Is it an MSDT? Is it an MSE? And then I can provide you more information about the exact requirements, and I'll send it to you in the Q&A section. All right. I see Emmanuel saying I already have a degree in computer science and presently on my PhD. Okay, that's fantastic. Do you want to apply for... Okay, let me share with you the 4 different master's programs, and you can let me know which one you want to apply for. Right, I see more questions here. For an undergraduate degree, this is from Tauhidur Rahman, who says, for an undergraduate degree, what documents do I need to provide? Would an O and A level certifications be enough, or do I need to provide anything additional? Yeah, for an undergraduate degree, as long as it's an O level, certificate, or any undergraduate certificate that's equivalent to a high school diploma, that should be enough for you to apply with. That's correct. We might have some grade requirements, though, depending on where you're from. We do not have grade requirements for the bachelor's degree, so I know I get a common question like, can I apply with a third-class degree for a master's program at Nexford? The answer would be yes. But for a BBA degree program, there are some grade requirements for some of the countries. I want to mention something I failed to mention today, which I think is also very fantastic, is we have this option, we provide another option at Nexford, where you're never going to pay more than the average tuition for any Nexford program. So what I mean by that is, for example, the MBA program has an average duration of 18 months, right? So if you finish in less than 18 months, naturally you would pay less, right? Because you only pay for the number of months you spend studying at Nexford. But you will never pay more than the average for the duration of your degree program. So if you, instead of 18 months, you complete your program in 20 months, you will still only pay for maximum 18 months. If you take 25 months to complete your MBA, you will again only pay for 18 months. You're never going to pay more than the maximum cost for the duration of your degree enrollment. And this way your tuition adapts to you, not the other way around. So if you finish in less than the average, you pay less. If you take more time to complete your degree, you're not going to have to worry about any penalties or any increase in costs, because you're not going to pay beyond the maximum cost. So I think that is one of the amazing also benefits that we have at Nexford. I wanted to let everybody know because that can definitely help you also budget your program. All right, Tauhidur says you're from Bangladesh. What are the grade requirements for a Dexel O and A level for an undergraduate degree? All right, let me double check for you here if you'll give me a moment, Tauhidur. While I check that, I'll answer a question here from Jewe or Ochicheku. It says, hello, Jewe here from Lagos, Nigeria. What degree or document I need to provide for an MBA in cybersecurity? It just needs to be a bachelor's degree in a business field or a business-related field. And if you don't have that, you'll just take a foundations course. That's it. I'm also replying to you in the chat, and then I'll mention the F&D 5,000. All right, so for our Bangladesh, we just need a higher secondary certificate, the HSC. Let's see. Okay, I have the specific grade requirements I'll share with you here on chat. So we need, the examination board needs to be the Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education in Bangladesh. And the certificate name needs to be a higher secondary certificate or ALIMS, right? The pass grade in all the subjects is the minimum grade requirement and so on. I'm going to share that with you on chat. All right. Any further questions, guys? Before we wrap up the call. All right, I'll wait another minute or two. I hope that this, virtual tour today, however, was insightful for you guys. You got to learn more about our programs, about the different admission requirements, as well as scholarship opportunities, which we do have. So please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. And our next intake, like mentioned, is going to be March 1. So if you have additional questions, you can always just reach out to our team through through all the contact information you see in front of you. Visit our website, obviously, just to learn more about our programs and everything else. But you can book a consultation call at nexforduniversity.com/NXU consult. You can send us an email at help@nexford.edu, or you can send us a WhatsApp message on the number mentioned right there. And we have Nexford application specialists posted everywhere to assist you, whether it's by call, chat, or email. We're gonna be super happy to assist you with your learning journey at Nexford and help you get started, hopefully, within our next intake. So I'll share more information on chat about the intake as well. Okay, I see final questions on the chat. I'll just answer before we wrap up. So Anna, yes, this is being recorded, so you can watch a playback on our YouTube channel. Just reach out to our team to ask for a recording link because it'll be a private one. We can share it with you. So if you want a recording to this, for sure, then yeah, and then we can share it with you. So please reach out to us on WhatsApp or email. And Evelyn says, is there a significant difference between MBA in AI and MS in DT? Yes, there is a significant difference. I recommend sending us an email or reaching us on WhatsApp as well, since we don't have a lot of time on the call. But there's a big difference in the course content, as well as the possible duration, the skills and the competencies you're expected to learn, as well as the admission requirements, and even the tuition fees. So we have to discuss that with you in detail. So it's better to have like a one-on-one conversation, Evelyn. All right, you're super welcome, Anna. Again, thanks for everybody for joining us. I sent a reminder on the chat that February 26th is the enrollment deadline for our next intake, which starts on March 1. I wish everybody the best of luck with their admission requirements and their application. Please don't hesitate to reach out to our team through the different contact information that I shared with everybody. I look forward to speaking with everybody further. We have another virtual tour on the 25th, so that's a week from today. And that's going to be a longer virtual tour, and it's going to be joined by a Nexford professor as well as two Nexford learners, or graduates rather. If you want to learn more and hear from the alumni themselves, then they will be with us on the call, as well as Dr. Bill. He's a faculty member in the US with Nexford University. So I'm looking forward, I'm excited for that webinar next week. So just go to our website to learn more information or reach out to our team if you want to have a link for to register also for that webinar. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for taking the time from their day to join me for this virtual tour today. You're super welcome, Peter. All right. I see Evelyn will reach out. That's exciting. Please speak to our team. I'm sometimes on email and WhatsApp as well, so perhaps I'll speak with any of you guys again. That would be amazing. So thanks again, and best of luck. And I hope you join our next intake. So have a good day, guys, or a good evening. So bye, everybody. Bye, Peter, Evelyn, Cynthia, Tauhidur. Thank you so much for your questions. And Jewe as well. Manuel. Farai, Anna, thanks everybody. Bye everyone.